that okay?
Oh, yeah.
I will say, even though your dog
I'm
was,
sorry?
even though your pet, your dog, was initially skittish, she is the first dog, or he is, to actually have gone in to Barbara.
Okay, well, this is perfect, because her name is Louise, and guess who she's named after?
Louise Nevison.
Bourgeois.
Louise Bourgeois.
And I was just speaking to my son about Louise Bourgeois' rooms,
Okay.
where everything was so compartmentalized. And it was all an emotional, working through this stuff as a child. And actually, while I was in there, I had this very strong feeling of what came to my mind was sometimes you see these POW cages from the Vietnam War,
Right.
And I think maybe because I've seen a replica of one that was about this dimension. So I'm extremely happy that she's the first dog.
Well, that seems like such a. I'm impressed with what you just said, and the impression is that makes perfect sense. And of all the things I've thought of, I haven't thought of that.
Yeah,
and it surprises me that I haven't.
Well, but it's in the eyes of the beholder.
Sure. Yeah.
And so sitting in there and sitting with that in a space that may or may not have been the case for any number of POWs. Here's life. And art, obviously. So I think this is brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, it's certainly stirred, and almost an agitated feeling, but it stirred emotions. I don't know if you can ask for more than that, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise. No, I don't. I can't ask for more than that.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for that. I can use it all day long.
Well, keep in touch. It'll be back, and
yeah, we certainly will. And now, are you here tomorrow, or have you moved on?
No, I'm here tomorrow and Sunday. It's a Wednesday through Sunday schedule.
Okay, because my wife will absolutely want to see this, and she's been in the art world her whole life, and
well, it'll be interesting. And,
it will be interesting. It will be interesting.
After this week, I'll be up next week outside the Noya Gallery.
Yeah, you had mentioned that to me. Now, are you located here in New York, or?
I am. I mean, I've been here for over 20 years,
okay.
And I also have a little place outside the city that gives me the chance to have a more proper studio.
Yeah. Where's that, if I can ask?
It's in northeastern Arkansas.
I saw the plates on your truck.
And,
I was outside of the city.
And I was born in Kansas City,
okay.
Missouri. My mother was from here and married a guy, obviously from Kansas City. And born and raised there. Found my way back here. And visited a friend out there. Long story, but I'll make it simple. Visited a friend and his new wife. He was from this town in Arkansas originally. And the second time I took a circuitous route, some driving, which I like to do, back to Kansas City to see family. This is 06, 07. And the second time I went, he pointed out an old house, an urban farmstead that he'd known as a boy, and he said, it's really something beautiful, very simple, untouched. And I went to take a look at it and bought it. And I might as well have been parachuted into the place. Although, I've got to say, you wouldn't do it. It would be tough to do. unless there was some kind of longitudinal, perhaps latitudinal relationship. Missouri is just north of Arkansas, so the language, if you know what I'm saying, that they speak there, I could understand. If you were coming from the East Coast, it's not their accent. I'm not talking about that. It's just how
Their approach to life.
their approach to life, and it's so that's a little 20 hours outside the city.
Wow. 20 hours.
20 hours
Right.
basically.
Well,
Otherwise, I have a little place. My wife and I keep a place up on 113th Street.
Okay. My wife and I, we just bought a house of our dreams up in Hudson, New York.
Oh, yummy.
It's going to be a
like
weekend place, and the building was originally built in 1785.
Yeah.
We got the floors and we got the beams.
Yeah.
And
in Arkansas, it's 1870.
Yeah,
So it's
sure.
that's old.
Sure. And we love it up there. But it's just 2 hours away. But you know what? That's enough for me.
Yeah. Well, Hudson's terrific. I've only been there once, but
it's really taking off. And the one thing we say though is that the galleries up there, there's a lot to be desired.
Sure.
And although there's some great artists up there. And so as we were renovating this house, we pared it back and we looked at this living room that was a rectangle about 33 feet long. And I said to Elizabeth, "You got to do a show here." And she said, "Okay."
Excuse me. Thank you for introducing her to us.
Thank you.
Good
Have a
luck.
good weekend.
Okay.
As legitimate art as you will find inside there. Right in here. Fair enough. Marvin will be in touch, Matt.
Great. Bye, Louise.
Is that you? You went at the subway? Oh, okay. Good feel letting us in.